What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on Black Ops 6 Zombies. We're here on Reckoning, and we're going to be taking on a one-box challenge here in Team Cranked. I figured we still have the leaderboard event. I actually do need to get my points and stuff, so let's do two birds, one stone, and have a little bit of fun with it. I also just want to talk to you guys in general about challenges throughout this video, because I think if you guys aren't already attempting challenges at this point throughout the year, you guys should definitely consider checking out some of the ones I've done on the channel and consider giving them a shot for yourself, because it just gives you more ways to enjoy the game. And I think it'll also help you guys improve if that's something you guys are looking to do. All right, what's our weapon going to be? Oh, that's going to be interesting because I do not have this thing completely set up correctly, I don't think, as far as augments are concerned, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. We'll definitely have to get death perception and see if I have that set up properly or not, but I guess we're stuck with the Olympia for this run. This is going to be very interesting. Hopefully we can make some sort of adventure out of it, but I am kind of doubting the capabilities of the Olympia as we go along here. But I will have to say the one-box challenge is probably one of the most fun that I've done on the channel. There's definitely different variations of the challenge. As you can see here, we're just doing one-box survival, see how long we can survive. And we're in the cranked mode. I've done one-box Easter egg challenges. I do one box where you have to hit it once every round. I've done the one box where you hit it once every 5 rounds. They all kind of offer a different experience, especially if you're wanting different variety of the same challenge. But I would say if you're doing the one every 5 rounds, it is a little bit less financial issues as much as kind of timing your upgrades properly so that you have the upgrades you need in the later rounds. The every round one is a lot more tricky because you are, again, replacing that weapon every single round. And although you're only using the weapon for 1 round, you do have to continue upgrading it in order to be able to find success getting through those harder to get through rounds. Now for this run specifically, I'm not going to buy any backup self revives. I'll be able to obviously repurchase perks, things like that, but any self-revives we'll have to get from drops themselves, and I won't be using any score streaks at all. So there's a good chance we get absolutely obliterated in this run, but hopefully we can make something interesting out of it. I think the hardest part is the fact that I have to reload so consistently with this, but maybe it won't be as big of an issue as I think it's going to be. Now, definitely one of the most fun challenges I recommend is the SAM trial only. It's changed a little bit since the first iteration that I did, but basically you have to rely on the SAM trials to get any upgrades outside of armor vests, and you are allowed to use anything that you get through those rewards. A very similar challenge is like the vault over on Liberty Falls, or the armory challenge as well. It's very similar. Any keys that drop, which is kind of limited, you can utilize to open stuff up. Anything you get as rewards, you can choose to utilize and try to survive as long as possible. Gotta throw a nade. I'm just not killing these guys fast enough. I need to build these points up. Is that a double points? That is actually really big. I need to get Pack-a-Punched as soon as possible because this weapon is just kind of atrocious to use otherwise. Then we can start focusing on perks, which will be helpful. We'll probably have to hang out near Pack-a-Punch till we get Pack 2. The pressure of the timer is going to be very crazy with this weapon. I think we're going to die in the earlier rounds than normal for sure, because we're going to be caught reloading or something. Or we're going to hit a zombie, not kill it, and then be stuck reloading. There's a lot of variables with using something like this. Now, for those of you that have been consistently watching the channel, you're very familiar with the challenges that I've done. You've seen a majority of them. What's your favorite one and why? And which of them have you tried for yourself if you've tried them? Definitely curious to hear from you guys in the comments section below, especially if there is challenges you guys would like to see me do. I know I saw one request to do a round 30 with no upgrades on the weapon. That is definitely something I could, keep in mind for an upcoming video, especially if others want to see something like that. I just feel like sometimes when it's one of the challenges is essentially on the more difficult end, some of the round progress is just entirely too slow to keep people interested, and that's normally the issue that I come across. All right, come on. Oh, wait, we got to kill him. Holy crap. We got to kill him. Oh, my God. I think this is going to be a rough one. I 100% think it's going to be a rough one. This weapon definitely makes getting the Pack-a-Punch crystals a little bit interesting here. I'll just basically kill a zombie, reload, try to hit these. Got that one actually this time. I missed. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. I got one more. Just need to plate up. Got my kill. Is there only one crystal left? And we got it. Let's go. We can actually Pack-a-Punch. The biggest hurdle we've faced so far was just trying to get Pack-a-Punch. But now I feel a little bit better about the scenario we're going to find ourselves in. And I definitely think there's a lot of challenges that I need to go back to my own channel and go through and make a list of every challenge that I've attempted, because I definitely believe there's some challenges I've only done once, maybe even only on one map, that I could definitely go back and try again. Maybe modify a few of the limitations and things to make sure that it keeps it interesting. But I definitely think there are a few things that we've already done that we need to revisit. I mean, I've done no armor challenge on most of the maps. I don't think I did it on Shattered Veil, but I know for sure I haven't done that on Reckoning. I don't know how much people like that challenge. I've done, you know, no Pack-a-Punch, no Rarity. Like, you name a challenge, I've probably tried it to some degree because, you know, I've gone out of my way to do my best to keep coming up with new things, new interesting ideas to try and just, you know, overall try to entertain those of you that watch the channel. Another negative to ending up with a shotgun is I swapped my double tap augment, considering that most of the weapons would have benefited more from double impact instead of double standard. And of course, we got a weapon that benefits from double standard. This is the way it is sometimes. The RNG of the game. How do we end up with a nuke on top of us? Now, if I actually have the right augments on my death perception, this might end up being a better run than I think it's going to be. But I definitely feel like we're going to face challenges earlier than we would with a lot of the other weapons, just because we have to reload so often. Obviously, Speed Cola will help a little bit. We don't have any perks currently. We're still saving up for Pack-a-Punch level 2. Ooh, I'm going to go ahead and just hold on to that. I'm going to go a few more rounds before we even consider getting that because we'll build up more points. In case I need to buy ammo, it's at least 2.5 times cheaper. And we're still basically one-shotting the zombies anyway, so it would be kind of a waste currently to Pack-a-Punch again. I definitely think that Cranked should be a permanent mode in the game. It honestly takes a slot for the LTMs that they could fill with something else, and I just think it's a cool enough mode. And I enjoy it enough. I'm sure there's others that enjoy it as well. I enjoy the pacing. It's faster than the Rampage Inducer with obviously the overlapping zombies between rounds. I think the timer adds a whole extra level of, you know, intensity to a mode. And I just think it's a lot of fun to just breeze through the rounds, try to survive as long as possible, and just see what you can make happen, essentially. And then you could do challenges like this within the mode. So it's like normally we do one-box challenges to see how long we survive, but now we have a whole nother element of difficulty. What are we on, round 12? We got our bot round here. Good news is it does seem to have a pretty good spread, so we can actually hit multiple. I don't know how I didn't hit the one in the front there. And we get another max ammo, so we'll just hold off a little bit longer on getting Pack 2. There's also a lot of, you know, simpler challenges you could try. You could try a 1-perk challenge, try a 4-perk limit challenge, try to see how long you can survive without Jug. You know what I mean? Like, what if there's something that you feel like is a crutch in the game, try to go as long as you can without it. You can do a no score streak challenge. Honestly, a challenge is basically anything self-inflicted that you want to do that changes the game outside of what the normal expectations are. So, I mean, there's a ton of possibilities you could go with. Now, something that maybe some of you could actually help me with is there's been some challenges in the past that I think that I would like to attempt in some fashion or recreate or figure out a way to bring back. And one of those specifically is like the Rainbow Perk Challenge. Obviously, things have changed quite a bit for the game, but if anybody has an idea, let me know down in the comment section below how I can implement maybe some of the older challenges that you guys have yet to see me do that were present in OG Zombies. I think that's a fun thing that we could potentially try. Obviously, I've made up even a new challenge in like recent history where we do an OG Zombies challenge that we just do our best to try to replicate the OG experience within current zombies, but obviously that does have limitations. Like, there's a lot of things we can't change within the game, and unfortunately we can't do exactly perfect when it comes to a classic zombies challenge, but I think a lot of you guys felt like I did pretty good when I did that challenge. So if you guys haven't seen that one, I definitely recommend checking that out because it was one of the more fun challenges I've done in quite some time, and honestly I was surprised by how well I was actually able to do for it. All right, Pack-a-Punch level 2. Let's get the heck out of here because I do want to try to get a few perks before we end up fighting this Uber Klaus, which is inevitably going to be kind of a pain. And we do actually have enough. We could probably get a couple upgrades. I'm not quite there. Oh, that's going to probably flip the round, so I definitely need to get out of here. Oh god, the round already flipped. I don't even have double tap yet. Come on, game. All right, we're going to grab this. I kill that guy and that guy. I mean, double tap's not going to do a ton for us besides fire faster, but I do feel like I want to grab it as soon as possible here. Do I have... The real question is, do I have enough points to grab double tap and speed cool? I do. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, honestly. All right, let me stop my time. Go ahead and stop the timer just in case. Let's grab speed cola, and I think we're good on that for now. Okay, we're good like that. I should grab death perception just to see, but... Oh my god, this is going to be a rough run. I'm going to be straight honest. This is how we're going to have to fight. It's going to be crazy. It's almost dead, though. So there is hope. And I guess we are on a rare rarity. So there's that as well. Okay, that should Nope, still didn't finish him. There we go. I want to grab this 2-plater before I leave. Come on. I can see it, but I can't hit it. Reload. All right, we got him. Okay, we got a bot round. This should be pretty straightforward. We have enough for epic rarity as well. I could have stayed over there, then probably got more of the perks, but we'll just make a trip over there shortly and then grab the rest of them. And then obviously we just need to save for pack 3 at that point and legendary. But so far this has ended up being pretty fun. If I have the right death perception set up, I think we'll probably be okay with this challenge for the most part. But if we don't have that, which is a very good possibility, we might be cooked. I don't use death perception enough to know what my current setup is. All right, trying to hit this guy from a distance. Problem is we only get 4 shots. I'm hoping that ends up improving as we go along. Just really, like I said, depends on our augments. All right, come on. Oh, he tried to punch me. Hurry, reload. Oh, come on. We're like one-shotting him. He's going to try to get me. We still can't get him from that distance. This guy is such a pain. Come here, man. There we go. There we go. All right, come on. Needs to come out. Think we almost got it. Damn, this thing is not as strong as I was hoping. Wait, did we get it? Maybe we did get it. It just didn't look like it. What am I getting hit by? There is no way that thing was hitting me from here. That looked bugged. The most fun thing about the 1-box is you get forced to use a weapon that you have no control over. Obviously, you can set the zombie builds on all your weapons, and it does give you a little bit more influence over the attachments and stuff, but it makes you use a variety of different weapons. It throws you a random one and forces you to just make it work, which is why I actually enjoy it so much. Like in this scenario, obviously, there's a pretty good pathway to kind of mitigate the zombies, but this spot will only last so long, and with our slow reload, we're going to have a hard time hanging out in this spot regardless. Okay, I don't think I have the right augments. I don't know what augments I have on, but I do not think they're the ones that I would like. I probably swap them for something specific or doing a specific run. One thing I actually think that Treyarch should consider for Black Ops 7 Zombies as an evolution to the already great augment system would be like having the ability to have multiple loadouts. So I can just save this set of augments for this thing and then just easy swap to another set that's completely different. I probably didn't need ammo, but I'm just going to buy it just in case. All right, we got a Uber Klaus. Oh my god, this thing is not strong against it. I can already tell. Come on, reload. All right, well, got a little bit of damage in there, but not much. Dude, this thing actually isn't good for this. Too bad we don't need a self-revive now because we could get one. It's on the ground for us. All right, let's just get this guy out of here. We're going to get our bot round, which is going to be kind of helpful. Come on, come on, come on. We do have the insta-kill, so I should be able to just... There we go. Destroy that guy, save myself a little bit. I do need to go get pack 3 and the 3-plater. Probably as soon as possible here. We might even do it toward the end of this. All right, we got that. I'm going to go ahead and kill these guys. And let's... I need to go the other way. The other way is safer because it's less doors. So I'm going to go this way. Try to kill a zombie before I go down. Boom. Make my way down. Then it's only one portal and an elevator instead of like multiple portals, which can be very dangerous. Okay, I can buy pack 3. Kill it. Oh my god. Not killing that guy fast enough, that's for sure. Alright. Doppelgast is down. Let's get the 3-plater. As soon as I feel like we can, I'm going to get the hell out of here. We do have our time stop, so maybe I time stop and then just get my way back to where I need to be. We actually did pretty good on... I don't know why we ended up with so many points this run. What did I not buy? I feel like I didn't buy something, but I guess I probably did buy everything. A lot of the time, I feel like this is... Oh, I guess it's pretty on par, around 25. The other thing that's interesting about the 1-box, we did actually finally make it back to our spot, by the way, but is the fact that, like, in this circumstance, we ended up with the shotgun, right? But I had to plan my double tap augment as if we might not get a shotgun. Ends up biting me in the butt. I don't know what my death perception thing is, but it's not the one where it gives me back ammo unless something's changed with that and that you can't still utilize that, but I'm pretty sure you can. Ooh, what gobblegums did we get? Did we get anything good? Oh, we got a perkaholic. Let's freaking go. Absolutely god tier. Especially since we're going to have access to all of our current gobblegums as they carry forward to Black Ops 7, which I think is pretty exciting. All right, come on. Stopples are going to give me the biggest issues. At least we killed those. This is actually one of those weapons where you can't really just stand still as easily because you reload way more often. Whereas with like the Maelstrom, not only is the reload time super short, but you're firing like, I think it's 28 rounds before you have to reload. And you're doing a lot of damage and a lot of killing in that time frame. This is like a much slower paced weapon, obviously. Some great news too, by the way. I should be building a brand new PC in the next couple of weeks, which will make things a lot easier as far as doing streams and just in general, because I will finally have access to a much more upgraded PC. My current one, about 6 years old. It does still do what I need it to do. Obviously, you guys still get content, videos, all that, but there is definitely a world where I want to be able to play the game on PC, even if I'm still using a controller, and even play other games and be able to stream them and make content and all that stuff. So by getting this new PC upgrade, that's going to open up the door quite a bit for me and the channel. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. If you guys are excited about seeing me stream, let me know down in the comment section below. I think one of the first things I want to do, especially before Black Ops 7, is I want to do our round 100 on every map. No score streaks, no wonder weapon, and I think that could be a lot of fun. I'm going to have to slide into PhD these guys. Throw a nade. I didn't realize I was completely out of ammo. It's definitely going to be an issue with this weapon. We'll just grab that. That'll help us for the moment. Not going to stop this guy from being annoying, but maybe he'll give me a second to try to do something. This mine attack is so dangerous. I don't know how many times you guys have died to it, especially even in a shroud, but it's kind of insane. All right, we killed that part of it. When we start having multiple of these guys, things going to hit the fan for sure. Hey, Uber Klaus core is down. Round just flipped. What is this, insta-kill? Nice. Go ahead and grab that. That'll allow us to hang out here a little bit more. The problem is, too, the more rounds that pass, the harder it is to stand here, and we've been having an issue just hanging out here since pretty much the beginning. We're too slow. Our weapon functions too slow. Too much reloading. Not enough bullets being able to be fired. Okay, we got legendary now. I think we're good on upgrades. I don't think we need anything else. We just got to keep ourselves alive and maintain the survivability, and we should be in a good spot. I'm hoping we can at least make it to 35 plus, which I feel like since we've made it this far shouldn't be a big deal, but more than likely it would be nice to see us go 40 plus. Yeah, this is going to be way more chaotic than using a lot of the other weapons. This is insane. I got to get the doppelgast out quickly because that thing's going to damage me, and it's going to be up my butt the whole time. Yeah, this thing is going to create an issue for me, I think. Oh, we already have 2 of them. Bro, this is going to be an insane round. Hopefully I can still survive this. I should be able to make it work as long as we don't get mined. Like, that's really what it comes down to. If I can avoid getting mined and kill the Uber Klauses, that keeps us in a pretty decent spot for a few rounds because we won't have to deal with another one. It is still going to be pretty hectic, though, with the amount of doppelgas we're starting to get, but obviously we got to make the best of it. It's part of the challenge. It's part of the survivability. I'm actually more afraid I'm going to be trying to focus on the Uber Klaus, and I'll end up not killing a zombie fast enough than anything else. That's actually more of a threat to me currently than the actual, like, dying from zombies and stuff, I think. The doppelgas are easily becoming the biggest hurdle, too, because they're constantly hitting me in the back. Like, they're not really spaced away from me. That's basically what I'm getting at. So I'm getting hit by them. I'm trying to dodge the mines. I got a ton of zombies chasing me. And our gun does not kill fast at all. Honestly, that sounds crazy to say. My gun doesn't kill fast when I'm using the Olympia shotgun. But the sad truth is, in order for it to kill fast, it would have to basically not have to reload. And currently, with the situation we're in, that is not an option. There's some good news. I think they're actually both fairly similarly injured. They look actually both about the same health. All right, we're good. That's exactly what I was getting at earlier. All right, we're not using any score streaks for this run, so don't pick that up, even though that would be very helpful for us in this current scenario. So I was actually watching one of Donut's recent videos where he did doing the Easter eggs in order by ranking. And I thought, number one, it was a great video. But he talked a lot about enjoying the SAM trials in this game, and I kind of agree with him. But what I want you guys to do is, if you guys are an avid viewer of Donuts, go over to his channel and comment on any of his more recent videos and tell him he should try my SAM trial only challenge. Because I think, number one, he'd have a lot of fun. And number two, it'd be really cool to see someone else that is a content creator attempt that challenge. Because number one, I think they would have fun with it. And I think somebody who likes the SAM trials as much as he does would probably appreciate the different type of gameplay that it provides. Would any of you guys be interested in me doing a video showing my training location on every map? Like, obviously you guys can see where this one is now. I would still include it, but is that something you guys would be interested in? Like, when I go for high round, whether it's, the no wonder weapon, no score streak, round 100, like, would you guys be interested in seeing where I would plan on pathing my zombies and how I would train them and all that? That is definitely something I could consider for a video. Obviously, it'd be maybe a longer video than normal, but we can make it work. I'm literally starting to lose a little bit of faith in this weapon. Not because it does decent enough damage, but I feel like there's times I'm hitting these zombies and I'm not killing them, and that could be very bad here coming up soon. Like, as soon as we're not one-shotting the zombie, I'm going to be a little bit afraid we might have a mistake happen. Like, imagine I don't kill the zombie. I'm in the middle of the reload animation. That's enough time for it to just expire and me to get smoked. I'm going to try to remember to pop my time stop, but even sometimes if you're in an animation, it will not do your field upgrade, so we'll see what happens. That was really weird. It was like my round was dead. Like, I had like no zombies for a second. The timer almost expired, then one showed up, and a couple more showed up. And then finally the round flipped. I don't know what causes that, but sometimes the round does not flip the way it's supposed to, and it definitely almost costs you your life. Like, I don't want to have to pop my time stop, you know, for something that's not really on my end, I guess you could say. Like, the zombies not spawning in fast enough has nothing to do with me. As long as I'm killing them, they should be there. And most of the time that is the case, but I feel like it definitely does bug out from time to time. And next time you guys jump in Black Ops 6 Zombies, give this a whirl. Especially if you're one of those people that's actually grinding out the leaderboard and you're looking for some sort of variety in the gameplay. Maybe you're doing some tedious or, I guess, really repetitive strategy, kind of like I shared in my most recent video. In order to get number 1, try a one-box version of it. Try multiple in a row. See what weapons you get, how far you can survive. Just have a lot of fun with it. Like, that's what these games are all about. It's what Zombies is all about. It's all about fun, like enjoying it, and just getting as many kills as you can on the undead. Oh, we got another dude. This is going to get very, very hectic. The other thing I love about this mode, and some people probably don't really think about it too hard, is it forces you to play without your field upgrade. Like, obviously you still have a field upgrade, it's your time stop, but that does not get you out of sticky situations. That does not stop you from being stuck. That definitely does not make you invisible to help you deal with the Uber Klaus. Like, you are stuck without a field upgrade, basically. And I feel like that is a huge crutch for a lot of survival purposes, especially considering, like, Ether Shroud is probably the most used field upgrade at this time. And maybe it's changed, but definitely across the entirety of the game. Can't believe I'm only on round 36 and it's already getting as sticky in some of these situations as it is. Hey, that zombie didn't die. Oh god, I gotta get through that without dying. That orb attack really needs to be nerfed a little bit. I don't care that it does it multiple times, but I feel like it should do significantly less damage, especially if they're not going to fix the fact that it tracks you through an Ether Shroud a lot of the time. I cannot believe this guy hasn't died yet. I would have destroyed this thing already if I was using the Maelstrom. Okay, first form is down. Need to make sure we're still killing our zombies. 10 seconds goes fast. You'd think it's a lot of time. I will give them credit, though. The first iteration of Cranked was way more difficult than this, especially if you were playing in a team, because I don't play in a team much in this mode, but I'm pretty sure Team Cranked is in regards to the timer being shared across the entire team, right? So anyone gets a kill, it keeps the timer up, basically, on everyone. But I'm not sure if that's the change that they made. Maybe everybody still has individual timers. If anybody knows, let me know down in the comment section below. I honestly don't play in a squad in this mode enough, and I definitely haven't recently. I think we did it as a squad the very first iteration, and that one was crazy. Everybody had their own separate timers, and I just feel like the mode in general was a lot more difficult. And I'm pretty sure the lowest the timer went was like 3 seconds or something crazy. I don't recall it being quite as balanced as it is now. So definitely a much better version of the mode. Now we just need the mode to be permanent. I know I've mentioned it a lot lately, but if you guys have any challenges you want to see before Black Ops 7, you guys want to see anything that you haven't on the channel that you have been waiting for, anything like that, anything in mind. If you guys have any ideas on not on new ideas, but on new challenges, let me know down in the comment section below. I'm all down for considering that over the next 60 days as we wait for Black Ops 7. I guess it's it's like just a touch less than 2 months at this point, which is absolutely insane. The time's going to go fast, but it's also going to be some of the longest months of the year as we patiently wait for the new content. I'm expecting a very similar experience to Black Ops 6 with significantly better story, maybe more intro cutscenes, as that's pretty much already been confirmed, more cutscenes in general, and hopefully even as good of Easter eggs as we've had in this game. I think some of the main quests could be a bit longer. Obviously, the boss fights were nailed in this game, if you ask me. Maybe a couple of them could have been a little bit different. Like, I don't think everybody's going to be a fan of fighting the Sentinel artifact, and I don't think everybody's going to be... Where's my zombie? I guess I'm popping this. I don't think everybody's a huge fan of Liberty, even though I think Liberty is just a great starting map, getting people into zombies, getting them the idea of an Easter egg and what to expect, how to complete steps, what a wonder weapon is. I mean, things that you think wouldn't need to be taught or, you know, need to be introduced, definitely helped open the door to a lot of people enjoying this game. And if you are one of those people, feel free to share your experience down in the comment section below, because I love hearing those stories. I mean, for me, I just like making the game more fun for more people. I like giving people new reasons to play, new reasons to enjoy the content, even if they're not playing, just by watching the different challenges that we do. I mean, I want people of all skill levels to have a good time in this game. That's why I'm not a huge advocate for going back to the classic systems that a lot of other Zombies creators might, you know, try to sell you on. Just because, for me personally, I think modern Zombies has just done a lot of things better than any of the older versions, even if there's a little bit of things that they need to improve on. Like, I don't want to go back to the old point system necessarily. I don't necessarily want to go back to no rarity. Like, I really do enjoy the ones we have. I think there's some ways that they could even involve them and make them better, especially in augment terms. Like, make a way where you can get an extra major augment or something, right? Like, give us an ability to put 2 minors or 2 majors, or I don't know, maybe some sort of upgrade system that you can do where that might be a possibility. I mean, there's definitely ways that they could evolve the system. All right, I almost died already. Holy crap. Dude mined the ground, and I had to run through it after he punched me, which was kind of dumb. But I guess it all worked out. As long as I can keep getting these zombie kills, we're in a good spot. I think doing different challenges in this game, too, just showcases the greatness, the freedom that the game actually provides you. I mean, you can play this game in any way that you want. You can just follow the normal rules. You can choose to do all these different things. It's a sandbox game mode that just kind of allows you to enjoy the game the way you want to. I guess if you're a classic Zombies person, that's quite not a thing yet, but maybe a classic mode is on the way. I do think it's a little bit unfortunate, though. There's a lot of people who would settle, is the best word for it, settle for a classic mode, but would prefer them to implement those mechanics back into the regular version of the game, which I just totally disagree with. I think they have a really good thing going. I think they've made the game way more accessible to more players. I think having a separate mode, as long as it's balanced correctly and it feels good, I don't think there's any wrong way to do that, like wrong answer with that. I think that's the best play they could make. I think putting the current systems that some of us already enjoy at risk just to possibly try something new isn't really worth it. I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm gonna end up dying pretty soon because this is getting a little bit out of hand. I just cannot kill these guys fast enough. These big dudes are just living forever. And there's times I'm shooting these zombies and they're not dying right away now, which is a little bit scary. Oh my god, I didn't even see how close I just cut it right there. But I mean, not much I can do. I need to shoot these Uber Klauses, but I'm not getting a lot of time to do so. Come on. The timer goes so quick and I gotta reload so often. I think that's the biggest problem, is you're so limited on time and you don't get to actually do damage. It's very tricky too, because you're gonna think you're gonna get the kill and you might not, and you're not gonna pop the time stop if you're not gonna use it, right? Like, you don't want to run the risk of popping it and you didn't need to, which is like the biggest hurdle I'm facing right now too. Because it's like a couple of these, I'm like barely staying alive. I know we're down to the last couple seconds, but I can't tell in the moment fast enough if they're gonna die. Dude, it's taking me so long to kill these stupid Uber Klauses. I feel like more of them are gonna spawn in. And then we're really gonna be in trouble. Imagine like 5 of these dudes. There's no way. I can't even keep track of where the mines are going as it is. Oh, we got it. Insta-kill. Oh my god, I almost died. Dude, this is so stupid. Hold on, can I hit him? I think I got him. I think I got the one. It's because this next round started. This is getting way out of hand. And now we're in the 40s. I mean, it's to be expected, to be fair. It's getting out of hand. I honestly cannot believe I survived these Uber Klauses. They lasted for a while. I don't remember what round they spawned in on, but I feel like they lived for at least a couple of rounds. Freaking survived the attack of the bots, but barely. All right, this is probably where we're going to get another dude. I really hope we don't get another one this soon, because that's going to be bad. Dude, it's a reload simulator. This weapon. I really wish I would have checked my death perception. How did I know we were going to get another one? My death perception augments, because it would have helped a little bit. But there was no way to know we were getting the Olympia, let's be honest. Oh, we got a nuke. We like nukes. Nukes are very helpful. Let me kill somebody. There we go. We're at 10. Guy's just gonna stand over here. I think the good news is I think we only got one, but that one guy gonna be tanky. All right, we're gonna go this way. Hopefully kill this one. I mean, we did all right there. Let me throw a decoy maybe. All right, we got rid of the first part of him. Can we continue going forward and not get blasted? I definitely feel like the zombies have gotten a lot tankier. Can we not do that? Hey, holy crap. Dude, that was actually crazy right there. This guy die? Why is he so tanky? Like my gun just doesn't do damage. There we go. Pick up the plates. Holy smokes, this is insane. Insta-kill coming in clutch. The hardest thing is we're not killing the zombies quite as fast now, and it's definitely starting to catch up. Especially when these doppelgas take like 8 rounds to kill. Obviously right now we got insta-kill, so we're doing significantly more damage. We got to take those guys out while we can. Okay, we survived another round somehow, some way. I mean, we survived the Uber Klaus, which gives me somewhat of a good feeling, but I know our time is limited. 100% our time is limited. I'm going to end up popping this time stop. Oh, uh-oh. Gotta watch out for these guys, too. Oh, my God. The amount of dudes spawning in my way. The problem is the doppels are so fast that I can't really avoid getting hit by them. Let me through. Dude, this is insane. I don't know how much longer we have left in us here to survive, because this is starting to get a bit out of hand. Like, my areas to squeeze through are getting smaller. The damage is getting less and less. Like, 4 shots to kill a zombie is definitely not going to be good, especially with how many zombies we have on our screen. Obviously, the more zombies we have on the screen, better chance we have of eliminating one, but I think that reload is going to catch us off guard one of these times. Honestly, you know what the most annoying thing is for a challenge like this? The parasites. Because even if I'm keeping my distance from the zombies, if I get hit too much or anything like that, I got those guys shooting me from such a long range, and most likely they're going to be able to hit you. Oh my God, we might be in trouble here. I got 3 doppels at the moment and an Uber Klaus. Oh God, come on. Oh my God. Oh my God. I almost couldn't kill a zombie fast enough, but I almost died anyway. It almost didn't matter. Oh God. Oh, I'm so chocked. Oh my God. Why did he punch me down the hole? Dude, that's not good at all. I'm gonna have to pop this. I have armor, but I need to actually plate. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. What the hell? Can we do multi-interactions in this game, please? Dude, this is so chocked. Let me through. Oh my God. I need something crazy to go on here, because this is getting way out of hand. Too many reloads, not enough killing. Oh, we're stuck. Oh, we're really stuck. I'm dead. I can't move. This is why you need Ether Shroud. I'm gonna get up and die anyway. 3, 2, 1. I gotta reload. I can't move. Oh my God, dude. There's nothing I could do there. That was so insane. I mean, we did better than... Excuse me? That Uber Klaus just walked through a wall. What a fun way to die. Well, that was an interesting run, to say the least. I knew it was going to be difficult. I knew we wouldn't live as long as we might have if we had other weapons, but all in all, it just goes to show how fun these challenges can be, and I definitely recommend going out there and giving this one a chance for yourself, especially while we have Team Cranked available. That's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all support in the channel. Look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!